G'day guys, welcome to another Mark Makes video. Today I'm going to be making an Australian flag out of timber. This one's going to have a wave in it, so it looks like it's blowing in the breeze. Also, to all my Aussie viewers, happy Australia Day. I hope you enjoy the day and also the video. Let's get straight into it. Okay, I'll just run through the plan for this project. I've got these 90 by 45 timbers. So the flag dimensions will be 900mm long by 450 high. Each of these timbers are 45mm wide, so I'll need 10 of them. This one here I've already cut out as a template for the wave of the flag. So I'll basically just scribe these on all the rest of the timbers, and with each one I'm just going to move it across 10mm. That's what these marks here are for. So the wave of the flag comes across a little bit rather than being straight up and down, just to make it look a bit more realistic and a little bit more dimension to it. Okay, I've got it all marked out and cut to length. So the next step's going to be cutting the waves on the remaining 9 pieces. Now a bandsaw would be great for cutting out this, but unfortunately I don't have one, limited space and all that. So the next best thing is going to be a jigsaw. So I'll get stuck into it and see how we go. Alright, that's all the jigsaw cutting done, and they're stacked in the right order. I've ended up making this ridge a little bit shallower as it went along. So the next thing to do is glue each piece together and screw it as well to make it into one solid piece. So that's everything glued and screwed. It's come together very nicely. There's some fairly big ridges here. The next step is going to be sanding all that back. I've got this grinder with some sanding discs. I don't really want to do it in here. They'll leave everything with a big layer of dust. So it's off to my in-laws where they've got an area where I can do all the sanding. I'll see you there. Alrighty, here we are. Got a nice little area set up. So I'll get my PPE on and we'll get straight into it. Well, you can probably see from my shoes and the surrounding area why I wanted to do this outside the shed. But that's all the sanding done and I'm very happy with it. So now it's time to take everything back to the shed. I'm going to get some putty and just patch up some of those little holes and a couple of little cracks there, and then give it another sand by hand just to get it looking nice and smooth. So here's the results after about an hour of sanding. It's nice and smooth now. And so what I'm going to do is grab this, take it inside, get it set up at the dining table. I've got some printouts of the stars and the Union Jack. So I'm going to use them and some masking tape and get it all set up ready for some spray painting. Okay, so I'm back in the shed now with all the taping done. I've also temporarily covered up around the Union Jack here. All the bits that are going to be blue, I've put paper and taped them up so I can get all the red done first. The stars and the other little bits in the Union Jack which need to be white, I'm just going to leave them the timber color rather than painting it, just so you can see the original timber underneath and see what the whole thing's actually made out of. So I'll do one light coat of paint and then tape over the red so I can paint the rest blue. Alrighty, all the paint is dry, and so now for the fun part, which is taking off all the tape. Once I've got all that off, it'll be a quick coat of varnish and that'll be project complete. Well, that brings us to the end of the video. Now time to store it somewhere. I think I'm just going to put it on top of the piano for now. I've got a few ideas of where I can hang it up, but I'll just let it sit there until I've decided on the spot. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video, and happy Australia Day. I'll see you on the next one.